Hi, welcome to Minimal Web Development, this time without video as I'm dealing with an issue with droidcam and the show must go on, so let's do it. Traditionally on the left you can see the original, here is my version, shorter, hopefully simpler and easier to understand, and here is the ratio. We have achieved this time 32.5% less text. Security assertion markup language is often considered to compete with OpenID. The most recommended version is 2.0 since it is very features complete and provides strong security. Like OpenID, SAML uses identity providers, but unlike OpenID, it is XML based and provides more flexibility. SAML is based on browser redirects, which send XML data. Furthermore, SAML isn't only initiated by a service provider, it can also be initiated from the identity provider. This allows the user to navigate through different portals while being authenticated without having to do anything, making the process transparent. While OpenID has taken most of the consumer market, SAML is often the choice for enterprise applications. The reason for this is often that there are few OpenID identity providers which are considered of enterprise class, meaning that the way they validate the user identity doesn't have high standards required for enterprise identity. It is more common to see SAML being used inside of intranet websites, sometimes even using a server from the intranet as the identity provider. In the past few years, applications like SAP ERP and SharePoint by using Active Directory Federation Services 2.0, have decided to use SAML 2.0 authentication as an often preferred method for single sign-on implementations whenever enterprise federation is required for web services and web applications. So this was the original. Now let's read the simpler version. SAML, Security Assertion Markup Language, competitor of OpenID. Use version 2.0. Feature complete, strong security. It uses identity providers just like OpenID. It is XML based and provides more flexibility, unlike OpenID. It is based on browser redirects which send XML data. Can be initiated by a service provider, but also by an identity provider. Users stay authenticated through different portals. No action is required. OpenID is the most popular in the consumer market. SAML is popular in the enterprise apps world. Few OpenID enterprise class identity providers, low standards for user identity validation, which is not suitable for the enterprise, and SAML is commonly used for intranet websites, sometimes even using an intranet server as the identity provider. Apps like SAP ERP and SharePoint, by using Active Directory Federation Services 2.0, use SAML 2.0 authentication for SSO when enterprise federation is required for web services or applications. See also SAML security cheat sheet. And this is it for this video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I will see you in the next video, which will be about FIDO, the fast Identity Online Alliance. So thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.